Hello. We are back at it again with some Trails Through Daybreak 2.
Well,
thank you, Van. Happy Wednesday. We've completed another tabletop session. We've had a pretty nice dinner. Made ourselves some chicken Alfredo. As per the usual. Probably my go-to pasta dish. My favorite. We love a wet sauce. Happy reset. Welcome back, reset. Honestly, the whole gang. Besides Nadia and Swin. But yeah. Pretty chill day so far. Bit of grocery shopping. Bit organizing. Not much else, though. Yeah, we've probably got a lot of housekeeping ahead of us. At least judging by from what I've seen on the map. Right? It's like a nighttime area for us to check every single one of these sections. Probably not going to be going super late tonight either, so it's going to be like probably 2 sessions of housekeeping with tomorrow's that's right, update for tomorrow. So usually I do my Thursdays off, but we are going to be moving our Friday stream to Thursday instead. Just some like scheduling issues, so probably going to do trails back to back today, tomorrow. Also, hello, afternoon. How you doing? Hope you are having a good Thursday, brother. I peeped the Joshua trailer that dropped today. We're so there for Princess Joshua and the new engine. Also, I think I saw Falcom post a couple of screenshots for like characters today too, where I might have seen like Annalise and like a couple other characters. We finally have that Annalise 3D. Very excited, very excited. Yeah, and they dropped the English Estelle too, right. Yeah, it's gonna be a great time with Sky coming out. But yeah, let's see, what were we looking at? Riverside, did we already look through most of Old Town, or did we jump straight to Riverside? Old Town check. Okay, we did do all of Old Town. Yeah, it strengthens my resolve to play the JP version, no comment. Fair. We respect both of them. Listening to the JP version was really good. And of course, it's what we're familiar with too, because I played it with like all JP voice acting too. But I'd be excited to try it in English. It's kind of like how I played Yakuza Like a Dragon and stuff. We played that all in like JP up until they started doing English dubs, so obviously like JP is gonna have a place in my heart.
Sounds like a party in there.
Oh. Tokyo Xanadu moment? It's the With You 6-month anniversary. We're going to go all out today. The next song we're doing has been one of our biggest hits yet. You know all the lyrics, so sing along. Woo! Sayla! Lalua! With You is the best. Yeah, Turbo on that. Twirly Girl goes burr.
Indeed.
Well.
Oh yeah, this crowd is going crazy. Wait, is that? Oh no. For a second I thought that was Kilika. Perfect. Attendance is just as I expected. And the fans seem pretty pumped up too. We'll be having a meet and greet after performance as well. Should be a pretty good chance to sell merch. They'll be sure to make a profit. This is exactly the chance they've been waiting for. I'm glad I decided to take on being their manager. Sayla and Lua have been picking up jobs wherever they could find in order to fund their performances. Anything to pursue their dreams, I guess. But things are going to be different from now on. If we can get the fans to spend more money on them, they'll have no problem setting up shows. What's the consensus on like Tokyo Xanadu? Is it peak? Is it like one of those like you gotta play, gotta hop on? With You's returned and they're holding their 6-month anniversary concert. Tonight's gonna be exciting. I'm sure they've only improved since their last performance. Their Revolution Festival concert was definitely some peak showmanship, but they've got even professional posters this time. That advertising's bound to bring in more fans. Can't wait to see them all. It's Toa. Wait, it's got Toa? May have to hop on. We have Toa in a different universe?
All right.
There's a forest brigand on the bulletin board. Van, there's something I'd like to ask you and your team about. Please stop by when you have a moment. I haven't played Xanadu. I have never played Xanadu. But it's okay. Toa shows up, we're there. Honestly, that's more fuel for the fire. Like, we'll hop on even quicker knowing that Toa's around. Otherwise, it would have been like huge Toa jump scare, I guess. Cronin, you idiot. A signing event, really? I'm so sorry, Miss Coconut. I could have sworn you'd already given a go-ahead. And honestly, whether we like it or not, the truth's already making the rounds on the net. The editorial department's been absolutely flooded with fan mail. What? Oh, goddess, can't we just wipe yesterday from everyone's memory? Not a miracle worker, you know. She did say yes. She just wasn't thinking. Alright, no biggie, Coconut. I mean, most of your fans are just harmless little kids, right? Nope, can't do this. Cronin, I'm gonna need you to invent time travel stat.
Alright.
Little do they know, we got a little bit of time travelers right here. I didn't think she'd be so upset about this. I'm sure she would have had her big break without my help anyways. What should I do? No, what can I do? All we have to do is kill Coconut. Run it back, let her know. Seriously? Can't apologize enough, Bramati. There's really no need. It was Hal. I didn't forget. There's really no need, Hal. You weren't yourself at the time. Besides, it gave me a chance to see that jamming code of yours in action. It was very impressive. Yeah, no kidding. Remind me to never get on her bad side. It's not like I did it on purpose. I was just in a bad spot, okay? Glad to see you're doing better, Hal. Welcome, Van. Hey, everyone. Barry, Reset. I heard about what happened. Seemed like you two are feeling just fine, though. Yes, we apologize for causing any undue worry. Yeah, and I'm happy to see you're okay, too. Right. I'm sorry about today, you guys. I know I wasn't actually in control, but that still doesn't make what I did okay. Well, if it's any consolation, the performance you gave with that call was practically award-worthy. Yeah, don't worry about it. There isn't anything, and isn't there something else you need to tell us anyways? Of course. Thanks for waking me up. I'll try and make it up to you all by gathering more information about the memory rewrite thing. Seeing as I've been through it myself now, I should have more insight into the phenomenon. You're not the only one with debt, Hal. We'll both be doing our best to repay you all. And I'll make double sure we find the bastard responsible for this. Sounds good to me. See, I told you it would all work out, Hal. I was only in the capital to gather information, but the incident was really eye-opening. I'll have to start my search all over now. Well, you can be sure to count on me, alright? Gotta pay back the favor after all. Wouldn't feel right if I didn't. This was the same kind of thing that happened to Heiue and the Ikaruga, right? Damn. Just what are they up to? Remember to keep your guard up, Van. I've got a feeling things are about to get real messy around here. Right. BRB? Sounds good. Bramati, let me talk to you. Anyways, I believe Hal should be alright for the moment. But to think her awareness could be overwritten like that. What happened yesterday was the same, right? How terrible. I'm glad everyone's okay. I was so worried for you two. Yeah, we're feeling much better now. We appreciate your concern. Of course, just make sure to take it easy tonight. I'll do everything I can to find more information tomorrow. Thanks, we'll be counting on you, Bramati.
Order whatever you like. Aww, leaving so soon.
Yeah, we're probably just gonna be doing like a whole lot of this tonight, so. Definitely in it for like a slow session today. Wait. Standing at the bridge? In the moonlight? Underneath the moon? As it would be if you were in the moonlight? Is it finally happening? Is Are we finally gonna witness some actual romantic development here? Phew, we sure did run a lot today. That was really rejuvenating. But it looks like we finished a little later than usual. Want me to drop you off at home? Wait. Oh, it's Lodi. Fuck right. You want me to drop you off at home? Sure. Lodi's so nice. I can't even remember what I used to want in an ideal boyfriend. Lodi's practically perfect. But he's my friend. Yeah, just my friend. Hey, what are you looking so down for? Is all that running catching up to you? Maybe we should take tomorrow off to do something fun, you know? Like a little rest. Or reset. Okay. Dang, that means I'll have to dress up. But he's my friend. Why would my heart betray me like this? I'm at a standstill, aren't I? Why is my pulse still rising? I mean, at this point, right, it's definitely also Selma's problem too, right? Because fuck, we're a couple months of like just seeing them like this, and she still hasn't said anything. You know? So like, it's not all Lodi's fault. Selma and I have been doing a lot of running together lately. I think she might have strained herself trying to keep up. Well, I hope that's not the case. Maybe I should listen to what she wants to do from now on. I'll ask her tomorrow. We cannot fully put the blame on Lodi. Selma is also responsible.
Anything you want. Hope you get good use out of it.
Oh, hey. Didn't expect to find you two over here. Itai, hello, hello. How you doing? Happy Wednesday. Hope you're having a good one. Hey, you're having some late night cravings too? It's a bit chilly out tonight, but the food's as delicious as ever. You just missed Kyle and Shannon, by the way. They figured their time might be better spent fishing. Oh, and before I forget, I meant to give you a little present the other day. Oh? Even more dumplings? Don't mind if we do. Thanks. Oh, I remember. That reminds me. Shannon's gotten much better at fishing recently, don't you think? And their social media accounts seem to be doing pretty good. It's nice to see the youth in such high spirits. Yeah, we've really been on a roll lately. But Shannon's still as clueless as ever. I mean, she almost ate our ground bait yesterday. Thought it was just some candy. Ha! That girl never changes, huh? At least she didn't actually eat it. Y'all ever seen those, like, dog treats? I'm being very specific here. There's these dog treats that I've seen, like, constantly at, like, Petco, PetSmart, any other, like, I guess big brand pet store. They have these, like, vanilla Oreo type looking dog treats. It's so foul. It's so foul how they look like real human cookies. Cause... yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I ate the cookie, and by extension the dog treat, but... you know, it could happen. These kids really do love fishing, huh? I'll have fun just watching them. You know, about the shadow Kyle saw. I think we should ask Grandpa about it. He's got to know something, right? Show us the Lord of the Lake. Also, any new fish here?
To see how well I'll perform.
No new fish.
I bet I can catch a big one here. It's really nice.
Been a while. She knows bar. Yeah, she's still low-key beefing it with Shino in like the rivalry type way. New fiscal year, consulting with the others. Talk to Primo if you're ordering. She could set you up. Long as she's not distracted. Oh.
Very well.
So Gordon's fully letting her take the reins there. Lulu dropped by a little while ago, said she wanted to grab a bite before performance. It's supposed to be pretty big too, seemed pretty excited.
Nowhere better in Riverside than here.
And oh, it's the gym teacher and the brother, right? Well, it sure has been a while, hasn't it? I didn't think you'd want to invite me out again. I know I'm in my 30s now, but I still can't seem to round out all my rough edges. She's in her 30s? I won't lie. The attitude change definitely caught me by surprise at first, but actually it kind of opened my eyes. Of course, I don't want you to change or anything, but instead of you protecting me, I'd like it if I could protect you. Edward, I'm so glad I didn't back out on today. I know Sasha's been saying everything was fine, but I never thought it'd be true. He saw my true self, and yet he still wants me to depend on him. I'm so happy. How'd I ever bag such a sweetheart? Hey, it looks like Miss Sonia is out on another date today. Seems to be going pretty well too. Good for her. We love to see the love blooming in their 30s. Did I hear about a MILF? No, just some 30-year-olds. Anyways, I should apologize for having our date at a food stand. The more formal places make me a little uncomfortable. No, it's fine. I like that he doesn't feel the need to put on airs. He really is the one for me. Okay, and before we talk to Sheena, we'll also take a look at some of the other guys here.
One here.
I'm curious to see how well I'll perform.
Oh, new fish.
There.
A hit!
We're so good at that.
I'm happy to report I caught one.
Okay, cool. We got it. Other side of the bridge before we talk to Shino, and then we can get started on some horse brigands out here. It's you guys. Hey there. What's up? You guys doing some night fishing? Well, actually, we've been training to capture this gigantic fish Kyle saw the other day. Yeah, they both thought I made it up at first, but they only had to see it for themselves to become true believers. Now, if only we could figure out how to catch it. Well, keep at it, I guess. If anyone can do it, you guys can. Oh, you can be sure of that. After all, we're pro anglers. By the way, the weather's pretty good for fishing tonight, don't you think? Here. Oh, okay, so the grandpa and them gave us dumplings. Thanks, appreciate it.
Well...
This might just be the rarest fish we ever catch. We still don't actually know what it looks like, though. All Kyle saw was its shadow. But it's gotta be massive, right? Can't wait to see it. I wonder when we're gonna see it. I want to see it. To catch a large fish, you need a sturdy fishing rod and stable technique. I have the most experience out of the three of us, but I'm not sure that'll be good enough. Wait, I can't lose confidence now. That fish is gonna be mine for sure.
Expected over the coming days as we head
Capture the terrorists in the Z1. Glad there aren't any casualties.
Though Calvard
Postponed,
can
keeping
expect
everyone
clear
safe. Cool,
skies
cool.
tomorrow. The
Opening planner.
temperature swings may
Wait, do I have a gift?
Opening planner.
No, we're good. Yeah, it's alright. We started pretty late, so I'm kind of already a little bit tired. Deswani. Hi, Papa. You all done with work today? I heard there was some commotion over in Old Town. Yeah, sorry, I promise I'm done for the day. Thankfully, the CID came to help us out, so we finished a little quicker than I thought we would. Yes, that means you can play with me tonight. Should we do some dress up? Oh, how about hide and seek? Gigi, I know you love spending time with him, but your father needs all the rest he can get at the moment. Aw, I guess so. Thank you, Latifah, but there's no need to worry. After all, it's been quite a while since I've played with Gigi, hasn't it? I'm starting to feel a little lonely. I'll play with you as long as you want tonight. Well, until your bedtime at least. I love you, Papa. Well, as long as you two don't wreck the house. Let's hurry home so we can get dinner started. He's got a weak spot for his kid, huh? Aw, what a good dad. Hey, don't think I didn't notice you all. And what are you eavesdropping on us for? Sorry, we'll be on our way. Daswani, a good father? We love seeing good parents in trails. There are so many bad ones. Good parents are few and far between. I heard what happened to your office from the CID. Glad to see you're all doing alright. Still, it sounds like you've involved yourself in something pretty dangerous. Yeah, more or less. Didn't think it turned out like that, though. Well, I can certainly sympathize. However, we cannot ignore that this presented a very clear threat to civilians. The police will be conducting a thorough investigation. I trust you'd be willing to give me the full story sometime? It makes sense that he'd be concerned. Yeah, sometime.
Very well.
Hello, Liza P. Gamer. How you doing? Since we did kind of like tune out, have you beaten the King of Puppets? Are we still running it down on the King of Puppets? That's a really, really fun boss fight. That second phase is so good. I wish Papa could come home early every day, but he always looks so cool when he's doing his police work. We just beat him, congrats. And he always makes sure to play with me on his time off. I love him so much. Yeah, it's one of those where after I finished the game, I looked back on it and I was like, damn. So you know that like it was a pretty good one. Both for like combat and for narrative. Gigi's always asleep by the time her father gets home. That's why days like this are important to her. Well, when they're happy, I'm happy. What a wonderful discussion. Rooney will make a great teacher someday. Oh, right. They're having that after school club thing. They're running it kind of late, though, for being like 7-year-olds, right? Thanks for sharing with us. That old story from Alice were fun, but the Republic Revolution made my heart pound. Oh. Is something wrong, Ireel? Those stories made my heart feel sad. And I still don't get why that number game you made. I still don't get that number game you made us play. Why'd you make it so hard for her? This is annoying. How come I'm the only one who doesn't get it? I'll just get Rooney to give me the answers. History of the Central East is quite different from our own. I kind of wish they took a bit more interest in it. But as for Ireel, she's not very good with math, so I just did a simple guess the number game. I didn't expect it to be such a hit with them. I guess it's gotten pretty late. Don't worry about the others. I'll walk home with them once we're finished. Okay. Yeah, because it looks like it's probably like 8 or 9 o'clock if we're in the summertime, right? Told that yesterday Zemuria race is cancelled due to the terrorist plot. Most people are here attempting to ease their worries. Understanding begets connection, after all. Children are the flames of hope. Sure. Okay, all that leaves us here is Shino then. But yeah, speaking of Liza P, yeah, we did manage to finish it yesterday. We posted a screenshot on our Discord. Posted it in the gaming. Really, really good. Incredible game. I probably put it up there being like as good as like Elden Ring and like Dark Souls 1 for me. Just like the combat was really nice. They give the player like a lot of options. The boss fights are really good. Like the aesthetic is amazing. Like it's very easily up there for me. Highly recommend. Oh, and also one of the things that I kind of don't like about Elden Ring and FromSoft games, and I think I've talked about it a lot before, is that the narrative gets so like convoluted like all the time. Like, the only way to really, like, draw out any sort of real narrative from any of those FromSoft games is, like, you have to sit down and read item descriptions, which is, like, not my favorite way to tell a story. And I really appreciated that that wasn't the case with, like, Liza P. Like, you do actually understand the story just by, like, playing the game. Whereas when I was playing, like, I don't know, Elden Ring and, like, Dark Souls and stuff, I'll like follow like some of like the NPC stories, but hell if I'll know why they're doing any of what they're doing. Like I have to like go find like a ring in the field that tells me like their like wife died or something for me to understand their motivations. Welcome. It's a pleasure to see you all together again. Well, we saw the notice. You said you had something you wanted to discuss with us. Yes, I do. Finally got PJ, Yuka, and Noah. Got Yuka late and had to pity Noah. Yeah, I did see in the... Did you post that in the gaming or the gacha channel? I forget. Congrats though. We're gonna be so behind when we actually start playing Blue Archive again. I mean, I still have like my hard carries. Like, I feel like it's gonna be a long time before like, I don't know, like Mika falls off. Maybe she already has. Gotcha channel, yeah. But like, I feel like my team comp was solid before I stopped playing. Like, the last character I invested in was like, I think it was Ichika. Because both her and Hanako Summer had like the elastic damage, like the purple one. So we ended up like putting a lot of resources into those two. I see. So you want to add your own personal flair, huh? I worked really hard to be where I am today. I even managed to open my own little bar with this food truck. I've enjoyed the work, meeting all kinds of people, getting introduced them to new drinks. But I feel like I'm stuck in a bit of a rut. So you want to try improving yourself? Honestly, I'm a little surprised to hear you say that. You seem to be doing really well. I didn't expect you to be so passionate about making a change. Did something happen? She got a bad food review? Bartenders don't usually get a chance to talk about themselves. You see, my mother raised me all by myself. Or all by herself. Growing up, she made sure that I knew I could do anything I wanted to do, be anything I wanted to be. So after a series of events, I chose to be a bartender. But something hit me recently. I fulfilled my goal of becoming a bartender, yeah, but am I okay with just being a bartender? Shouldn't I strive to be a little more? That's why I'm trying to figure out how to take myself a step further. I can feel that he got a nod in my hand. Ooh. Get some ice on that, maybe? I don't know how to treat that. Sounds rough, though. Anything we can help you out? Yes, I've been thinking about it all the while now, but I can't seem to come to a decision on what to do. That's why I thought it might be helpful to hear a few of your opinions, considering you're all so worldly and experienced, I mean. I'm gonna scroll down to my audio channels just to check something. It's like kind of stuffy. Okay, we just like turned on our fan. Hopefully we're like close enough where it doesn't really seem to make like too much of a difference. Because I don't think I've ever ran my AC while I was as close to the mic as I am now. Since I made that like setup change. I think you might be overestimating what we can do for you, Shino. You should have more faith in yourself. After all, you're the one with all the bartending knowledge. Sounds like someone's feeling a little humble today. All she wants is to hear the opinions of others, isn't that right? We can do that much at least. Well, her request seems easy enough. Seeing someone so willing to perfect their craft, it's a commendable feat for sure. We may not know much about bartending, but having a lot of opinions to think on will surely be of help. Thank you all so much. I don't mean to interrupt any of your plans, so please feel free to look into it only when you feel you're able to. Alright. And you know we shall. Actually, I guess we do have a little time on our hands at the moment. I have an idea of who we can talk to. We should be back soon with some good stuff. Thank you so much. As soon as I can develop my own style, I intend to challenge Bramati. He's someone I've looked up to for a while. I intend to wow him by making the best cocktail he's ever seen. So, you're telling me you're trying to recreate the competition they held in Tharbad last year? I call dibs on being the judge. Aren't you a little too young to be drinking so much? Well, we'll do our best to ask around. I don't know. I feel like I got all of my drinking done when I was younger. Nowadays, I'll like settle on like, I don't know, like just a bottle or two. Considering you know basically everyone in the city, I doubt we'll be wanting for brains to pick. Did you have someone in mind? I'm thinking there's 5 places we can choose from. Riverside, Station Street, Seidan District, Old Town, and the Terrell District. We should go to at least 3, but if we have time, I'd like to visit all of them. Understood. Minimum of 3, maximum of 5. Actually, before we leave, I have a question for you, Mishino. What exactly drew you to bartending in the first place? I figure knowing that much might give us insight into how to help you more effectively. Well, it wasn't really anything life-changing, and honestly, the story's a little embarrassing. Oh, you have my attention. But I suppose it is impolite to dig into a lady's secrets. Guess we'll just ask around and see what we can find.
Commencing mission.
Finally got, I don't know how to say that name. Inuwa? Congrats.
Riverside than here.
Yeah, it's really nice. My store has the best
Cartethia?
dishes around.
Okay, so this is part of the drinking subquest? I wouldn't have expected it from these, like, from the idol show. They're really in their groove. Should I just wait for them to finish? What if we could just, like, jump the stage? That was, like, an option. Van and the others watch the girls practice performance to the end. Girls practice performance to the end. Once they came off stage, the group explained their situation to them. And he thought we'd be able to help. Wow, this makes me feel like a real idol. A real idol? Sayla, we've been doing this stuff for months already. We have fans all over the Republic. That's true. With you is very popular at my school. Yeah, I'll even hear your music while taking a walk around town. Sorry, I didn't mean to be so negative. It took a while for our group to take off, so I'm still getting used to the attention. I mean, we even almost disbanded at one point. Well, I guess I can't really blame you for feeling like that. We may have performed well, but nobody really accepted us at first. Yeah, we finally proved we can sell, though. They can't ever doubt us again. So, what you're saying is that it's important to make people recognize your worth. Not only your managers, but the public, too. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not enough to be good at what you do. If you're in the service industry, you really have to put your back into marketing yourself. Pretty words alone won't get you to the top. That seems pretty sound advice for making a living out here. Thanks for taking the time to talk with us. Good luck with your show and everything. Bye. It's true. You do have to advertise the hell out of yourself. Alright, next up, Station Street.
What are we waiting for?
Yeah, last night though I was up until like 3 finishing Lies of P. Like, when did I post my message about like actually finishing the game? Let me double check. Yeah, like I posted it. Okay, I posted it at 2, but I was up until 3. Wonder if they'll let me go on any business trips with this promotion. Yeah, okay. Yeah, she was very into that whole like promotion business trip side story. No problems on Station Street. We'll keep the peace. The braces go. This is the biggest deterrent for crime around here. Wait, what did he say about Jacobin? Anyways, people like Jacobin are definitely not the norm around here. I can't believe it. Did Mina actually make a friend at Sunday school? I think this might be the first friend she's ever had. Is this why she's been okay to go to school all by herself lately? My little mommy's girl's all grown up. I'll be so lonely without her. Time marches on. All that matters is she's happy, and hopefully this means she'll be ready to go to Sunday school full-time next month. Oh no, just the thought is making me sad. Is it Mina that has separation anxiety, or me?
Indeed.
Well, really? Your mom sounds so nice, Mina. Yep, mommy is always making sure I'm happy. Anyways, what's your mommy like? See, my mom... And can you believe I knew the answer today? Hey, you're starting Sunday school for real next month, right? I think we should go, we're going to be learning some new stuff soon. Yep, mommy told me the same thing. Well, it's like your mom knows everything, Mina. Mother Glaze. Who is that? Frederica, Sasha, and Arya?
Never-before-seen treasures as the curtain unfolds on an all-new adventure.
The upperclassmen?
The Adventures of Rockford. Golden
So you wanted to talk about the student festival.
in theaters now.
And tell me, what can the worst student president in Aramis history do for you? Isn't that ever-talented Miss Bright supposed to be in charge this year? Why aren't you asking her? Well, Ren's definitely talented, but she can't be everywhere at once, you know? Plus, we don't really think you're the worst student president in Aramis history either.
Playing at a theater near
I understand if you're still feeling hurt by what Ren did in the past, but she only had that opportunity because she was an exchange student. And anyways, you were the reason last year's festival was so successful. You put so much work into it all. So you came here to make me cry, is that it? If not, I suggest you stop there. Any more and the waterworks are bound to start.
Now playing.
I'm assuming you mean to ask me about last year's sponsors. Well, yeah, got it in one. There are some other companies we'd like to ask for support, but...
A story of blood-stained earth, and of how a young band of
Which businesses will be sponsoring the school, I wonder? Probably the cafe. The cafe feels like a pretty big one. Manager Carlo. Let's jump into conclusions. I'll then talk with Johan about the mobile payment service. Not only was he not planning to leave Iota, but apparently he already finished with the more taxing parts of the project. Never throws in the towel. He might start on projects on a whim, but you can always be sure to follow him into the end. Carlo's been a bit paranoid, but that was really no need for concern. Yeah, no new products to buy either. Yeah, Sir Vincent's fit is like very different from what most people wear around here. He's got to be like Erebonian or something, right? Usually when I see someone wearing like clothes that have that like line, you know what I mean, like this line right here, it reminds me of like the Erebonian military outfits from Sky. I don't remember if they look like that in Cold Steel. They might have. I think they did actually, yeah. Ha, today was splendid, Olivia. Who knew the capital could be so interesting? See, I told you it's nice to experience new things. Yes, you're right. Perhaps I should consider moving to Edith as well. I'm not sure that would be a blessing or a curse. Either way, you two really are alike. Suppose it was right to trust my wife. All those things missing from a Russian high society, she managed to find them here. Our life in the capital should go swimming. Oh, he's from a Russian, okay. Would it be fine for me to enjoy myself well? Okay. And then, so glad my husband understands. He may seem stern, but he's actually quite simple to please.
Please at least consider my offer.
All right, Hamilton. Oh, the presentation already happened. Hamilton's presentation was remarkable. She offered such succinct analysis of so many dynamic viewpoints. It was phenomenal. Interestingly enough, the topic she spoke on may actually help me write my paper as well. Social sustainability. Having Professor Hamilton's insight along with my own knowledge of urban engineering, this paper might actually end up defining my academic career. The report for the seminar is complete now to get started on my own work. Thankfully, my T-phone should allow me to lighten up my workload for next year. Dang, I kind of wish we could have seen the seminar. I would have wanted to hear what Hamilton had to say about like the desertification and stuff. They're still together? I thought they broke up. So all the listening devices in your room should be gone now. Hopefully you won't have any more trouble with stalkers in the future. Oh! Right, I do kind of remember hearing about this. Right, thank you. You know, I'm really sorry about today. Can't imagine I'm someone you want to be talking to right now. I should just take my leave. Stay safe. Wait. Back when we were dating, something felt off, but I never actually had any proof. And I didn't really feel like I could depend on you, so I just never said anything. I see. But you were the one that caught my stalker, right? Your passion for your job might have led you to blowing me, Your passion for your job might have led you to blowing me off on dates a few times, but I respect the fact that you're so dedicated. What I'm trying to say is, thank you. Of course. And it feels like we shouldn't butt in. Yeah, let's leave him for now. We're butting in. Seriously, if anyone else is bothering you, just let me know. It's a policeman's duty to help, you know? Thanks. You're doing good work, Nate. I guess it makes sense that you're so busy all the time. Almost Nate redeemed, but we know what he is. We know what he is.
Almost time for the bus.
Nate could be a good person, but he might not be good for her type shit. No way, they finally gave me an offer? Oh man, these past 15 hours are stressful as all get out. Well, at least it's over now. I can finally say I got a job before I graduated. But did it really have to be public transportation? This feels like a cruel twist of fate. Well, I'm sure I'll be fine, right? He's driving the buses? Man gets lost on a whim. Net news just updated after thorough examination. Aslan has been determined to have sustained 0 career-threatening injuries. Nice. And last but not least, the Bracers Guild here. Oh, isn't that, wait. Oh, wait. Do we know her? Receptionist Luca. She looks familiar. The paperwork detailing the legacy should be finished by now. We'll have to keep an eye out for any Almada-related fallout. Also, I've written a brief report on information I found about the True Grievance Brigade. Please take a look when you can. This is a lot of work, Luca. You did it all so quickly too. Good job. I guess you really were the right choice for handling Arashan. Oh, she's the Arashan Bracers Guild handler. Okay. Oh, come on, grandfather. I'm sure you know plenty more of people more skilled than I am. Well, even if I did, I'm still glad I left it to you. I doubt anyone else could have handled the death game so well. Keep it up, Luca. Understood. And grandfather, please try not to overdo it here in the capital. She's the receptionist in the Guild in Arashan's branch. I wonder why she came to Edith. Yeah, I hear she's pretty talented. So much happened in Arashan last year. I'm glad things aren't that crazy anymore. I'd say they might be crazier. Heard you guys got into some trouble today. And now you've got Elaine, Ren, and even the Divine Blade of Silver backing you up, huh? The Garden Master. We should probably start planning on how to deal with them as soon as Zin makes it back. Nice to see you all again. Thank you all for your help back in Arashan. I still can't help feeling regretful over the loss of Elwyn, though. But the others at our branch are making sure we carry on his legacy. I suppose I should too, as my part in making recompense for his death. Anyways, I'm not entirely sure of what circumstances are at the moment, but if there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. Actually, we kind of have a thorny situation on our hands. Right, with the Arashan branch's aid, we're more likely to have access to their information networks as well. Please help us, Luca. Of course, I'm not so sure it will be of much help, but I'll cooperate to the best of my ability. Luca, huh? Reminds me of Messeldom. Talk about an unpleasant surprise. I imagine the fact that Ix chose to go by that name as well wasn't a coincidence.
Very well.
Right. I'll try and help as much as I can. Be sure to take care of yourselves in the meantime, and try not to get into too much trouble before hearing back from us, okay? Then who's upstairs? Bracers Gray? Gray and Lahad, yep. That's why I'd like to do another tour of the guild branches. Sounds like you have your mind made up then. So, Gray Arnold, what is it that you strive for? That's the question they asked when I first joined. I strive to become stronger. Strong enough to defeat all the injustices I see around me. I want to have the strength to protect. And I strive to become a real bracer, just like my sister. Alright, once you succeed, I'll be here waiting for you. Thank you very much, Lahad. Yeah, I heard about what happened to you guys. That must have been pretty rough, huh? The others made it sound like the scene was really bad. I'm glad there weren't any casualties, though. Not that I'm one to talk, but make sure you're careful going forward, alright? I finally lifted some of the restrictions I've been under. I got permission to do a tour of some of the guild branches, too. I need to show my seniors that all the efforts they put into training me hasn't gone to waste. I will show them the results. Just between you and me, I saw Gray's sister pretty often back when I was training in Le Mans. She was the best bracer out of all of us. I still have a lot of respect for her. But if he wants to follow in her footsteps, he'll have to work hard for it. Anyways, today was kind of a lot to deal with, don't you think? After I just got back from my business trip, too. The guild means to come up with a plan on what to do tomorrow, though. So don't feel like it's all on your shoulders, alright? Got it. Right, we'll be counting on you guys. But still, actually maybe now's not the best time. There was something I needed to talk to Zin about, but it looks like he's already left. Well, I guess that's fine. I'll just have to tell him when he gets back.
Very well.
Is Zin gonna be our next op? When people disappear, they come back wanting to kill us. Hint of concern. Carlos said he wants me to rethink my venture. You see, he's worried that I might start neglecting Yoda if I go any further, that I'd leave my barista work once I got too involved. To tell the truth, I already made headway on creating a foundation for the project. I'm still here, aren't I? Now I'll have plenty of time to focus on Yoda. Maybe I should actually take time to assuage Carlo's worries.
Well,
What can I get for you?
Give me the tea.
Hope it's to your satisfaction.
Let me ask you something.
A lot of reasoning for the things I do is based on instinct. Suppose that makes it a bit difficult for me to explain. I guess one thing I always try to do is examine everything closely, especially the things I have interest in. Yoda was actually born from a combination of my interests. I remember you were studying at the Basel Institute of Science when you decided to start a venture business, right? Yes, that's right. And from there, I used the money I earned to open a store. It was my dream to start a brand new type of business, Horrible Cafe. It's quite risky to do something that's never been done before. Were you not concerned? You see, I was well aware that I was a rather daring move, but that didn't mean I couldn't do it. Why? Nobody would try anything new if it were too afraid of the risks. To go from 0 to 1, you have to be willing to act. I see. Acting defensively often leads to stagnation. Yes, and it's at that moment that you want to create something new altogether. That's where the fun part comes in. It's a real great time trying to brainstorm all sorts of new ideas. This seems like pretty relevant advice. People who challenge themselves every once in a while will eventually find success. Well, I think that's about all I can say about that. No problem. You give us a lot to think on. And I'll begin excited when I come up with new ideas. Challenging myself is what makes me feel alive. Does he have one more thing to say? Oh, dang. Never had any intention of leaving Yoda. How could I quit after all the memories I've made? I'm surprised he misunderstood, actually. I'll have to talk to him about it later. Wait, is the store closed? The store isn't closed. We missed an entire section of the station street.
Let's see. I need to buy.
Someone getting mugged back here? Why are they in this alley? What a disgrace. Is this kid a newbie or something? Just between us, this will be the first time for a few of them, but don't worry. We've made sure to train them well. Oh, now you have my interest. As you're doing business, we'll make sure to set you up with a good aphrodisiac, too. A solicitor from the Blacklight District. I'm surprised they've come this far into the city. This is clearly against the rules. Anyways, we should keep moving. I'm actually pretty used to the Blacklight District's dealings now.
Right.
Making me feel alive, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's ending opening theme? We are not familiar with their game. The last Yu-Gi-Oh! Opening that I remember was like 4Kids Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. That was a really good one. Hold on, let me listen to that again. It was like such vibes in the same way that like Pokemon Advanced Battle was probably my favorite one. They're all kind of like the same feeling, right? Like, hold on, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Yeah, get your game on. Banger. This one is a banger. I'm not gonna play it all. I've probably already gotten copyright stricken. But that one was a really good one. That one is the one I remember a lot. And then of course like the original, like the it's time to duel, and then it goes like crazy. Yeah,
Thank you for visiting the Weston department store.
I guess if we've already screwed ourselves, we might as well listen to the 5Ds opening too. Okay, I love the drums on this. Oh, okay, yeah, that's really good. Yo, they didn't have to go so hard on these 4-kid openings. Were these all 4 kids? Because obviously, like, the JP one doesn't have this opening, right? This is like purely like an English localization thing. Yeah.
Our stores have a wide
invited Beth to my
variety
house
of
the other day.
fine
Listen to
goods
all
for
the
sale.
worries. Hope she finds a way to fill the hole in her heart.
We hope you enjoy
She thought that being
shopping with
married to
us.
someone wealthy was what led to true happiness, but I made sure to tell her that happiness is found in many aspects of life, not just marriage. I hope she listens. Money helps. Said all those things last year in hopes that I would drive her away, but I learned I need to face my issues head on. I feel like being broke makes it way harder to be happy, for sure. Never thought my sister could be so sentimental.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Dowling sent something?
your attention, please.
All her letters ever talked about was whether I was ready to give up on my job, to come back to the Gekka
if you
school.
need fresh vegetables
But
and
this one is
ingredients
different.
that
She
are
wants me to know that as
directly
long as I
sourced
show
from farmers,
passion for the path
look
I'm
no
on, she's willing to
further
accept
than
my
Holden
choices.
Groceries.
Sure, plenty of people back home are realizing they need
We
to start
invite
adjusting their
everyone
beliefs
to
a
come
little.
and see for yourselves.
So not only my to have not only my father, but my stubborn little sister express her acceptance of me, feels like I'm living in a parallel world. We might be. It's crazy they had to rewrite part of the story due to one of their voice actors being a part of the cult? Huh? Dig that up. Put it in the Discord. I'm curious. Not that you need to
Ladies
worry
and
about other
gentlemen,
accepting your
your
choices, but
attention,
this is
please.
exactly what you've been waiting for. Anyways, I'm glad for you. If you ever need any help, feel free to give us a
On the
shout.
roof of this building, you will find a rest area surrounded by
I'll be
greenery.
holding down the pharmacy for a while yet. Guess you
you
should
need
get
a
back
break
to work,
from your
clear shelves
shopping,
before you leave.
You are more than
What
welcome
can I get?
to
Please
relax
come back
there.
soon.
We shan't. We have too many consumables to be consuming. I didn't think Marguerite would be so affected by what we talked about. I guess it only makes sense. How can money and a husband be enough to fix all my problems? Made me realize I was just feeling lonely. I don't really have any friends, and the reason I try to get dressed up all the time is that so I could get men to talk to me. Maybe she was right. Maybe I do need help.
Thank you for visiting the Western
Now I know that
Department
money and
Store.
status aren't the key factors to a healthy marriage. I'll have to remember that from now on.
Right.
Our stores have a wide variety
Go
of
have
fine
life
goods for sale.
experiences. Life experiences are key.
We hope you enjoy shopping with us.
You're here. I heard you guys had something big happen with Marduk and the Kruger. You know, I thought Marduk had been making some strange moves lately. And then there were those rumors about the Kruger in the Blacklight District. But to think 2 of your assistants would be involved. Is everyone alright? I suppose it only makes sense that Miss Sylvie's aware of the situation. Allow me to take full... No, my experience is to blame, my inexperience is to blame, so... From now on, I pledge to do my very best in helping Van and the others.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
Sounds like you two are trying to find ways to cope with the situation. But think of it this way, both of you managed to overcome the problem in
On
the
the
end,
roof
right?
of this building,
That
you
should,
will find
like,
a rest area surrounded
that
by
sounds like some
greenery.
pretty serious strength to me. You should be proud of yourselves. Miss Sylvie,
Should
I
you
just
need
keep
a break
remembering
from
how
your
helpless it
shopping,
made me feel.
you are more than welcome
like
to
Sylvie
relax
said,
there.
learning to cope with the situation might take a little time. I know this is a horrible thing to experience, but everyone made it out in one piece. And you're stronger for it. One Piece mention! The One Piece 4 Kids opening was also really good. Exactly, who knows? Maybe you'll even be able to turn that strength into your own weapon. A weapon you can use to fight for peace and justice. I suppose you're right. Thank you, Miss Sylvie. I'll use what I've learned to my advantage. Yeah, I guess
Ladies
the only way to
and
go from here
gentlemen,
is up, huh?
Your attention, please.
Well,
I recognize you guys have been through a lot.
On the roof of this
it's been an honor
building,
doing work for you
will find
guys.
a
If you ever
rest
find
area
yourselves in need of help,
surrounded by greenery.
feel free to ask.
What would you like today?
We'll ask for better weapons.
Should you need a break from your shopping, you are more than welcome to relax there.
Yeah, what do our weapons look like? We're under 700. We will buy the blue papillion. We will buy Iskandar Z05. In the off topic, thank you. I think it also works pretty well for being stream chat too, since it was like something we talked about.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
But yeah, thank you. I'll be sure to be taking a look.
On the roof of this building, you will find a rest area surrounded by greenery.
You better take good
Indeed.
care of it. What would you like today?
Should you need a break from your shopping, you are more than welcome to relax there.
Yeah, essentially what the stream chat was made for in my brain for like the Discord is just like, if there's ever anything
I'll
like
get more
talked
good
about
stuff in stock soon.
like in the stream, or like if we're talking about like stream related stuff, like that's gonna be like the place to put it.
Welcome! Thank you for coming! Please stop by again!
It's about time for the end of school semester. We
Ladies
have a fair
and
number of parents
gentlemen,
stop by
your
for graduation
attention,
robes.
On the roof of this building,
Welcome to Western Department Store's first ever Mishi? Where? The scale may be a bit small, but the turnout's been spectacular so far. We've received rave reviews from the performance too. With this success, I believe we've proven ourselves quite capable of using an opponent's asset to our advantage. This event has helped lay the foundation for our future. Where's Mishi? Oh. I'll admit I was a bit hesitant to use a mascot so closely associated with one of our rivals. But the Trion Mall has no such qualms when it comes to snatching up brands. If they think it'll be of use to them, they'll have it. In order for us to gain the same amount of reach, we had to do the same. We have no chance of opposing them otherwise. Mishi! I'm gonna take another picture of Mishi. I repositioned him now so his paws
Very well.
hang off my monitor. Yet another new photo. Which instead of like pausing the stream, I'm just gonna post to the stream chat. Cool. Yeah, I don't think there's anything incriminating on there. At most, you see a folder on there that says, like, card payments, but I keep my tabs clean. Good evening, everyone. Did you come all this way just to see me? Well, not exactly. Didn't think we'd see you around this late. Guessing your event ran a little long. Mishi, huh? You know, I still don't get the appeal. Well, I'd love to talk more with you all, but I really do need to get going. I mean, my energy has its limits, you know? Anyways, it's time I return to Michelin Wonderland. All the way in Crossbow? Alright, good job today, Mishi. Thank you. See you next time. I'm sorry, everyone, but it's time for me to say bye-bye. Even Mishi needs his rest. Rosie's out here too, still. She is following Mishi around. The Mishi show ended just a little while ago. Make sure to join us next time. How could this be? I managed to get into the event today to hug Mishi, but how is he even softer than I imagined? It was like hugging an expensive luxury carpet. I've got to add this to my list of Mishi's best features. How is he so perfect? Have y'all ever hugged the mascot? I don't know if I've ever hugged the mascot my whole life. I've always been like, even as a kid, maybe it stems from like Santa trauma. I mean, I don't have problems with Santa, but like I think when I was like 3 or 4, I had to take pictures with Santa at like the mall or something, and I cried.
That's just a rumor, right?
Let's roll, gang.
But yeah, I'm always kind of just like taking pictures near mascots, but never touching.
Seek out never before seen
Honestly,
treasures
Kirk, I come to see you after finishing up my shift, and there you are gloating away.
The adventures
There's,
of
there's nothing wrong with celebrating a victory, but that's no reason to trash talk the other side. I have to admit, though, I'm impressed at how good you've gotten in basketball. Drop it, Ernie, would ya? I wasn't even rubbing it in that hard. I can't believe she's gone to jump on me. And on my way back from our match against the Terrell crew, too. Still too cool to listen to your sister, huh? Forget it. That's not what I came to talk about. Are you busy on the 12th next month? There's something I wanted to take you to. Sorry, Lucia, but I'm already booked for that day. My team's counting on me, you know? Can't just bail out on them. I see. That's too bad. I was really hoping it could stir up some motivation in you. Maybe I should just go by myself. That way I can at least tell them about it.
The Return of the King. Now playing.
You know, now that I think about it, when it's parentheses, are they like whispering to themselves, or are we like mind reading? Has Arkwright Solutions had the power of like mind reading this whole time? I really thought this could be a good opportunity for Kirk, but oh well. Still, he's definitely mellowed out, and it's not like this is the last chance he'll ever get. Maybe I should just take a step back and let him grow up at his own pace.
Now playing.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's what you gotta do. As long as he's not getting himself into any serious trouble, I think that's a-okay. I get that Lucia and my dad are just trying to look out for me, but I've already thought things through. If they keep butting in, it'll throw me off my game.
Please step on up.
The new flavor they added is super good.
Can we watch a movie? Oh, we already watched all our movies, didn't we? Hold on, let me check.
Better get home soon.
I hear that new movie is out of this world.
Yeah, no way I have time to catch another movie. Okay, we did the movies already. Also, there's a force spring in here.
Ice cream.
Now, what's it say?
Allay the waterway. Monster? Monster. We'll probably do that one after to space out all the talking. Because there's like 1 billion people in this cafe here at night. Dang, I looked at those coffees and I'm like, damn, I kind of want one. It's 11:30. We shan't. I should just drink a lot of water. Hydration check. You turned down a promotion? Why would you do such a thing? Well, it was a pretty high-paced job that they were offering. I'd be establishing trade routes halfway across the continent. I figured maybe my leaving wouldn't be so harsh on you two if I could take you back to our homeland. But then you mentioned how you gotten used to life in the Republic, so I thought it might be nice to spend some time with my family instead. Darling, you did that for us? But doesn't that mean you'll be at a standstill in your company? I'm sure there'll be plenty more opportunities in the future, don't worry. But when it comes to time for family, I'll never let that chance pass me by again. So, would you be willing to stay in the Republic with me? Of course, my love. Was there ever any doubt? I love spending time with you, Papa. Now the Republic will be even more fun. Another one on the board for good parents. Who'd have thought they'd be so happy about me turning down a promotion? I'm glad I did, though. If the two of them really have gotten used to life here, then maybe our good old days as a family aren't far behind. We're all gonna live together from now on, just like we did in Alcyon. Maybe now my daddy can take me to go see all the cool places that are there in Calvard. I worried that I wouldn't be able to acclimate to the Republic back when we first moved, but eventually I managed to settle in. Better yet, my husband will finally be living under the same roof with us again. Perhaps we have a Risha to thank for keeping my family together, or our family together. April's almost upon us. Students graduate while others freshly enroll. Those pastries are looking so good. When you run a cafe as long as I have, you can't help but develop a parental affection for the students and other regulars who stop by, and look after and support them in the best ways that I can, by pouring my heart into granting them a moment of repose. I'm sure each of my predecessors cared for the customers of their day and age in much of the same way.
Now play.
I bought brownie mix. I need to find my like baking tray to make some brownies. Kageyoshi's hanging out with the murder oomph. That's not Lindsay. What's going on? I came to see what Kagayoshi was mailing about and what should I find but an arrest in progress. Oh. What more? The man they cuffed is a con artist the police had on their wanted list for ages now. I can't believe they just caught him. How did it even happen? Wait, don't tell me. Did you sense this coming all along?
Well...
Oh, Kageyoshi, I knew you'd come through. You don't suppose this little guy really does have a sixth sense, do you? Maybe I should start putting him to use then. I mean, there's only so much excitement pouring over pages can bring me. She is about to start the Scooby-Doo gang with a cat instead of a dog. Hey, Onyas. Hi, sorry I couldn't accept your invite. I know this get-together was supposed to be double as a school festival meeting. I see the boys split off into their own group. Hey, nothing wrong with spending some quality time with the guys once in a while, right? That's what being a teenager is about, after all. What they said. Eating alone is fine, but having company does make the food taste better. Chew or speak, Edmund. Pick one. Sorry about that. I'll catch you up on anything we discuss later. You just focus on your part-time job for now. I will. Thank you, Albert. Well, how has the right of it? All work and no play, as they say. Yeah, this is a good opportunity for us guys to bond more. Gotta say, though, Julian here's the man. What you did yesterday will stick with me for life. I mean, come on, working with the CID to capture a terrorist cell at the Z1 Grand Prix, it's straight up wild. Even I almost started getting hard eyes over him. I'm part of the event we're holding at the cafeteria. I've racked up a lot of experience doing food crawls, so guess I'll draw from that when we're for the finishing touches.
Indeed.
Then Odette. Hey, Agnes. Hi, Odette. I see the girls split off into their own group. Well, duh. Some things you can't just talk about when there's boys around. Thelma's really in the loop when it comes to this kind of dirt.
The curtain unfolds on an all-new adventure.
Turn on what exactly?
The Adventures of Rockford.
There, Sigourney. You'll catch up in no time.
In theaters now.
Anyways, everyone's finally settled on what direction they're taking for their school festival events. I know it can't be easy to balance all this stuff with your part-time job, but the final stretch is coming up, and we're gonna need all hands on deck to get through it. Right, I won't let you down. There's still a lot left to hash out, but I won't stress as long as we know we're going with this. The final stretch is coming up, so make sure to get some rest in while you can, Onyas. Thanks, Odette. I'll try. Final stretch in the game too, perhaps? Between my indie movie and helping the student council, I've got tons going on. But the light at the end of the tunnel is finally in sight. So tonight, I'm gonna eat, drink, and chat it up, and then catch a late night screening with a cherry on top, or for a cherry on top. You've always got energy to spare, Chingnon. Chinyon? Probably. Glad to hear I got the student council's permission to go nosing around in people's business now. But don't worry, I promise I'll still make time to ask Arya for advice tonight. This is gonna be so much fun.
Very well.
I was so sure the school festival would be out of my element back when Thelma convinced me to volunteer. It turned out to be a great experience, though. I feel so accomplished already, and the event isn't even here yet. You know, sometimes with how bright nighttime is, I forget that it's nighttime. Can't speak for anyone else, but it's my belief that the performing arts will diversify quite a bit moving forward. Both the models I work with and other forms of entertainment such as idols are sure to grow in fame and popularity. The question then is how to find the unpolished gems among the masses. No doubt it will require us to view people from a variety of angles, more so than we already do. Perhaps it's time I found some new inspiration and broadened my aesthetic perspective. Can we find the people talking about VTubers again? I want to hear the VTuber talk. The VTubers in Zemuria.
Oh, come on, babe. Just give me a shot.
So it turns out the accident at Z1 was a terrorist plot all along. Good thing Aslan made it out alright. It's a wonder no one else was hurt. Yeah, that's what they say. The Terrell Times did a whole piece about it. You pick up a lot while you're out cycling though, right, Wendell? I don't suppose you heard any dirt about those terrorists being a cover-up story. Or heck, maybe you caught a glimpse of the real culprits on the road. What do you think I am, a CID spy? Let me guess, those message boards have been filling your head with conspiracy theories, and now you're hoping you'll prove them right. You got me. Don't get me wrong, I genuinely am glad nobody was killed. Otherwise, I'd feel like a total jackass hyping up all these conspiracy theories. It's not just me either. People are more comfortable using things as gossip fodder when it isn't over. Someone's grave. True. To be honest, I haven't been seeing nearly as many freak incidents as usual lately. Not that I mind. Keeping a healthy distance is what makes urban legends and rumors so compelling. I'd rather not run the risk of becoming one of the poor saps who gets caught up in them. No VTuber talk. Sag. What did I come for again? The latest volume of that one novel. Wait, no, that's not it. My boss sent me to pick up some research material. How did it ever slip my mind? Who am I fooling? It's obviously because of how often I visit the bookstore for fun these days. Now it's as though my brain blocks out all thought of work when I'm here. Maybe I've grown a bit too lax.
Very well.
Oh, please take as much time as you need. I hope to see you again.
Yesterday's autograph signing event was a massive success. Sales practically went over the roof. The new fiscal year starts next month, so I plan to maintain this momentum and keep the store going strong. This might be a good time to scope out potential collaborations and pin down opportune fair dates. I should look into setting up an online mail order service as well. So much to think about, so little time. Still, drafting up plans like this is what I love doing most. Here,
Opening
present
planner.
time.
Yeah, I thought you had poor taste.
We didn't need to give anything to Leon anymore, he's maxed.
I'll take good care of it.
Brother didn't need a gift, why did we buy it for him?
Thanks for stopping by.
Couldn't we still didn't have the slightest idea of what we go through? Then again, honest people like her are the ones we gotta protect the most. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna like zoom through a couple of these. Toa! You said that a new family started up in Longport. Congratulations. Save that kind of talk for business hour, after business hours. Wait, the bits and pieces I heard this morning just had me curious. That's fine. If you want to keep the job, you're gonna need to learn some discretion.
So...
We've been taking a wait-and-see approach to things, hence why our recognition of the Lee family followed so closely after the Liu family. The important thing is that the Lees and the Lus have finally worked out their differences. I hope for a fruitful relationship for the both of them. I don't. Let the Lee family suffer. Fuck that guy. I'm not really in the know about Heiwei, but they added a new family, right? Doesn't that make him bigger and better now? Sounds pretty congratulations worthy to me. San and Chen. Oh yeah, it's brother-sister, right? Hey Chen, congrats on your article. Looks like you finally managed to break into Z1 reporting, huh? Sure took you a while. It's like it was yesterday you were complaining about being stuck writing listicles. Thanks, honestly I'm surprised you even noticed. I kinda figured you'd just ignore it all, you know, like you usually do. Oh, well it's not like I hate you or anything. I've just had a lot on my mind lately. But enough about that. You managed to capture one of the most defining news pieces of the year. No way I wouldn't at least praise you for it. I don't know how much credit I can take for that. I just happened to snap a picture the second it all went down. Besides, a car crash isn't exactly the sort of epic Z1 coverage I was hoping to get. Stumbling upon a freak incident by pure chance probably doesn't count for much. Still, maybe I really have been getting some ground as a reporter. Hearing it from my sister just makes me feel more real. It makes it feel more real if it makes sense. Back, meeting took a while. Welcome, welcome. Unlike last year, my brother can actually do the kind of work he likes now, so cheers to that. I wonder how Peter's holding up. He said he was meeting up with the manager tonight. Yeah, just a lot of housekeeping. Didn't miss anything too crucial. Toa. Good job today, Toa. I had to keep my eyes on the debate for a while, but we had a simulcast of the symposium going too. And honestly, I think your speech was met with the most applause I've seen yet. Toa spoke at the symposium? Oh, and Falcom just dropped something new. What is that? I just got a notification for Falcom. Oh, it's a TV spot. Live react to this 15-second TV spot. Hop on, it just dropped 47 minutes ago. I look so good. It looks so good. Everything they're doing with the camera, it looks so good. Well, thank you. Well, thank you. I only hope we're able to come together on some of the solutions proposed. Oh, you guys made it. I'm so glad to see you're all safe. I heard there weren't any casualties, but I was still worried, you know? Me too. And when Agnes didn't answer any of my calls? Sorry, I guess we were too busy to notice. Well, you can see we're pretty fine, or perfectly fine. Still kind of dealing with the aftermath, though. Anyways, weren't you two in the middle of something? Also, is my camera still tracking? It's not. There we go. That's an awfully obvious subject change. But yeah, I was just getting a few interviews with some members of the ICO. And she's been doing a wonderful job of it too. Of course it doesn't hurt that she's so easy to talk to. I'll be sure to have all my students read your articles as soon as they're published. What do you think, Agnes? That sounds like a great idea. I'm glad to see all of you safe and sound. I'll get in touch again once the reports from the symposium are ready. Would you mind telling me about what happened at your office later? I'll just end up digging into things myself anyway, so you might as well save me the time. I need to make a compilation document for Trail's Mystery for upcoming Kai. Oh.
A story of blood-stained Earth, and of how a young band of soldiers managed to survive for 100 days. Now playing.
Are you like expecting Sky 1 remake to be something in line with like FF7 remake, right? Because it like differed pretty differently from like the original.
Some popcorn?
Ah, finally a breather. It's been a long journey to get here, but now... Never seen you so choked up before, Hermes. Well, if it is an arc riding crew, what can I say? Work's really had me going. But enough about me. I heard your morning was rather explosive, so to speak. Word on the back channels is that you locked horns with Marduk and the Kruga. That is correct. My deepest apologies for any distress that caused. Van and them wouldn't have had to go through all that if we hadn't messed up so bad. Can't blame me for being curious, but can you do us a favor and drop the subject? Sounds like quite the tale, but fine, I won't pry. Thanks. So what's up with you? Taking a break? That's right. I stopped to relax a bit after finishing up a big job. I'll be on the move again before long, though. Still have a few minor deliveries to make. You mean you're busy even at this late hour? Oh, it isn't so bad when you love what you do. Besides, I'm not the only one burning the midnight oil here. Couldn't begin to guess what you're after, but don't forget to take a break when you can. Sure thing. Gotta say, I'm curious to know what Hermes would consider a big job.
Alrighty.
I'm available for replacement furniture orders, by the way, now that your office is in Smithereens. If you need something conjured, couriered, just say the word. I'll even give you the customer loyalty discount. Speaking of furniture, when I move into my new room, I'm gonna need to buy myself a nice couch. And sometimes I'll look at the prices for furniture and get really sad. Damn it, if only the police weren't there. Well done, officers. Can't believe you managed to nab the guy without any backup. I mean, the guy completely changed his appearance too. None of the new details were even out. You guys are role models for sure. Anyways, you two go on ahead. We should be okay to deal with the rest, alright? It was sort of an accident though. Of course, we're always on the lookout, but no way I can tell him the truth. I mean, who would have thought the suspect would be some guy at a matchmaking party? Oh right, they went to that earlier. Don't be so modest, Karen. She's always been don't be modest, Karen. She's always been adept at using her observational skills. Got a pretty good memory too. She probably recognized the guy from an old wanted poster or something.
As the curtain unfolds on an
Don't worry, I won't tell them you were focused so hard in their faces because you wanted to know who was more handsome. Nancy, please. The way Karen scrunched her face up before pouncing on that con artist was priceless. She was like a woman possessed. I haven't seen her like that in a long, long while. Too bad it scared most of the boys at the party out of their wits. I did hear somebody whisper about how cool she was though. Wonder if Karen picked up on that.
Playing at a theater near you.
The Yuri police continues. We're here for it.
And blaze a trail for
the group blind date was supposed to help me mentally rest. But what I got instead was a heroic escapade. Now my brain's stuck in work mode again. Wouldn't be surprised if it drove off all those hot guys too.
We embarked on a journey to reclaim what was
Hold up, you see that hunk getting arrested over there? That's the same guy who's been making bedroom eyes at me lately. It has to be. I've overheard them calling him a scammer, but no way. Was he just marking me as his next target? This fling was dead out of the gate. Out of the gate mention? Like horses? And running? And Uma Musume on the 26th?
I've already confirmed that on our end, though.
Sounds like the political debate paid off in spades for Marielle. That's the field she's always been dying to cover. Okay. No doubt it'll make for a great read. We will be there to read the newspaper. Speaking of Marielle, she's having a meal with an NGO member nearby. Environmental symposium was held, adding a variety of perspective to her article. Dingo would be proud.
Very well.
Yeah, not sponsored, by the way. I think I have the wrong person. You were right. You're the new manager. You're the daughter of the company president my father is indebted to? Oh, right. She's the lady with like the group in the center of town usually, and they're talking about acting and stuff. Okay. We've been past each other a few times when you were still in the acting school. You really like the kid, huh? You're not getting away this time, but their dads tasked me specifically with finding a cure for your lack of motivation. None of this needs to change the relationship between you, San, and I. Right. There's another 1-minute video from Falcom showing the cities of Laburo. Oh? Did it just drop too, or was that like earlier today? Oh, right. 55. Oh, they dropped a lot 55 minutes ago. What is this? Oh, wait. We can react to a lot more. Okay, yeah, let's check it out. And actually, I'm gonna lower the game audio too. Yeah, I'm looking at these here. Okay. Wow, the town looks so good. And the farm? Oh, it's gonna be wild catch. Wait, they added. Right, I remember you could take the cart. That's so cool. Papa. This asshole. Oh, his voice actor sounds familiar. Yeah, and they had to change Niall and Dorothy though. We got Josette. Oh wait, not Josette. Yeah, Josette. We'll be there. We will be there. Everyone's looking so good. Even this asshole. Alright, and then this one here? Ooh. Oh, you know? Wait a second. Is that the Evo track, or are they making new music for this? Cause yeah, probably a new track, yeah. It sounds so good. And the Grand Market? Annalise! Yo! His name was Kurt, right? This was Kurt? Wait, I'm bad at reading. I forget how to read katakana. What was this guy's name? Grant. Okay, yeah. We can see her. Then the general. Okay, was she always that bad? Cause she's kind of bad. Like Richard? You telling me Richard? This is the Richard pull? I'm just down bad. Okay, fair.
我々情報部の役目ですから。
どうだな、ヤル君。
Even Richard looks really, really good.
いい記事は書けそうかな。
空の奇跡、ザ・ファースト。予約受付中。
Damn. Okay, we might have to day one. Richard has to remove that pomade. Wonder how he'd look. I actually kind of like the pomade. But Richard with his hair down? Damn. Damn, that'd be such a look. The art they made for him too here, it looks really, really cool. Love the cape. It gives him like so much aura. All right. Also, I think maybe Daybreak was lower than it was supposed to be. It might have been like a little bit quieter. Yeah. Right, Peter. Like, hold on. Let's go see our friend. I want to see how it looks compared to oh, what's going on here? Wow, I can't fucking... Why am I getting, like, stick drift? Keyboard? Maybe. Let me unplug my control. What happens here? Okay, so it is my controller. Here, you know what? I'm gonna use a different controller and see what happens. Lucky for us, we keep 2 controllers on our table. While I do this, we can just stare at Elaine. There we go. Okay, I wanted to see my friend at the Liberal Boutique.
What are we waiting for?
Welcome to the Liberal Boutique.
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here you'll find Treon Tower, one of Edith's major landmarks.
Just like side-by-side comparison, you know? Feel the demons manifesting? Yeah. That's her. There she is. Yeah, 8 years of difference. Nice.
You'll also find the Vern store, a movie theater, boutiques, and other various shops to...
Yeah, luckily we decided to stream tonight, so we actually got to like look at some of the Falcom stuff. Good timing. Okay, well, let's see. We were just in the Terrell. We'll probably just run down this subway mission and then maybe call it a night because it is 12. Imagine Toa 8 years later. Never mind, we don't need to imagine. Toa shan't change. I don't believe she's gonna do any more growing. Although Calvard kind of did make her grow in some aspects. So I guess there's always a chance. Oh, they're in like weird spots.
Over here! All for you!
All you on yes.
Shining flower. Here's my chance.
This might be a Cetus
Might want a
moment.
boost here. Full boost. Initiating drive.
Got your number.
Go! We're set! One skill coming right up.
Our chance!
Unleash your full power.
Now do it again.
Initiating drive. Go! We're set!
Arts are so strong. Oh,
That
Inferno.
takes care of that.
Reward deposited.
Like, that was supposed to be like a whole ass fight. Here, curious.
Shifting
Inferno.
to maintenance mode.
Preemptive strike by 50. Pretty good. And we don't have anything new, right? Recluse. 10% HP when full during command battle. 10% crit is kind of eh. I guess it's something. Okay, was that everything here? One last spot to check.
Seek out.
I hear that new movie is out of this world.
The showing on screen 1 will soon begin.
Orion Films tends to put out
If you
quality
have a
work.
ticket, please
My
proceed to the
Casablanca, which I
entrance.
watched yesterday. Robin and the Lady Justice came from the same studio. What I like about both of them is that they hold a consistent theme. Movies nowadays like to shoehorn in popular songs or love scenes that are wholly irrelevant to the main storyline. Orion Films,
We
on the
have
other hand,
merchandise
places
for the
focus
movie
on
on
actual
sale at the
substance,
shop.
without any window dressing to distract from it.
Why not buy
Fair.
a souvenir to remember your visit?
Modern movies have kind of had a little bit of a
all
death of the
looks pretty
soundtrack
good.
type thing going on. At least like the tentpole films. I'll always think it was mega unfortunate that the Super Mario movie
Thank you for your visit today.
lost out on like a really, really good Donkey Kong track in place
The
of
showing
like
on screen 2 will soon
licensed
begin.
music.
Please silence your phones and
She
enjoy
didn't
the
really
film.
scare me. Really, it didn't. But as far as horror movies go, I'd rather pick the ones with shark monsters. I mean, come on, things with actual physical bodies feel way more believable than ghosts, you know?
We have merchandise for the movie on sale at the shop.
Apparently the collaborative production between director Godi of Vegas Films and
not buy
director
a
Lamb of
souvenir to
Calvard
remember
Pictures is
your
coming along
visit?
smoothly. I'm told that much of it was shot in far-off locales. The sheer scope of the project compels me greatly. One cannot forget that it also serves as part of a charity campaign for last year's tragedy, Cray Village. That alone should cement its place in cinematic history. I wish it the best
Thank
of
you
luck
for
at the
your
box
visit
office.
today.
Box office.
The showing on screen 1 will soon begin.
Got a question for you.
Well, I'm honored that you would seek my advice. I must say, however, I'm surprised to see you again, Miss Lanster. She isn't really trying to hide herself anymore, huh? Yeah, well, I just give these guys a hand every now and then. So, you've had a pretty lengthy career in entertainment. And I'm sure you've got the pride to match. You've done a lot of good work. Well, you certainly won't hear me deny that. When we first opened our doors, it was the very dawn of horrible film. The ideals we built on was a cinema that will make you fall in love with movies. We've used that ideal to as motivation ever since. I continue to play a variety of films at our theater, both old and new. And if I'm remembering correctly, you even play some of the stuff your employees recommend. Yes, we do. I often hope that doing so will ignite a desire for film in them. From a management point of view, there's certainly nothing wrong with playing what are often blockbusters. However, if that was all we ever played, it'd be a bit difficult to foster a passion for movies. That's what we believe, at least. That's not to say that other theaters are in the wrong, though. Way I see it, all theaters play a role in creating an appreciation for movies. I'll admit, I've often been drawn in by these horrible films of yours. I tend to watch one or two whenever I'm in town. Would be nice if I got a theater back home. Guess we can just use the ones here as an excuse to visit. I agree. Hearing you say as much makes it all the worthwhile. Anyways, I hope you're able to glean something useful from all my talk. Well, it sure was interesting. Thank you for your help. That makes 3 spots we've checked so far. We could go back to Shino now, but we should probably ask around some more if we have time to spare.
Have a ticket? Please proceed to the entrance.
I hear that new movie is out of this world.
Well, you know what? I don't necessarily need to stop exactly at 12. We might as well just finish off this,
Let's get going.
This report. Since, like, it's only probably, like, 2 or 3 more talks. Just, like, checking in with a few more people. Huck, my man.
Got a question for you.
You know, they made me write one of those how-to books a few years ago. Boy, was that a pain in the rear. You wrote a book? That's amazing. He used to be an investor, after all. They once called him the finance guru. I'm sure lots of people sought out his advice. Yeah, he's more than just some old man who likes baths and mahjong. Might be helpful to hear what he has to say. Well, I'd have to disagree. I'm just your friendly neighborhood elder. Don't you know? Should we step out for a second? No, you're fine. Don't worry about it. You know, I think I'd actually like to hear Miss Matilda's input as well. Oh, well, I hope you're not expecting too much. There's really only so much one can say. Here's what I have. Even if you're confident in your abilities, there's only so much you should push yourself. Once you start overexerting yourself, nothing you produce will live up to your expectations. There's simply no need to force yourself to constantly improve. You just have to keep moving at your own pace. I see. Then while you're moving at your own pace, you can use trial and error to find ways to better yourself. Honestly, I thought you'd say something more complex. I'm just a fussy old man. To you, aren't I? Well, anyways, old folks are prone to saying that things have to be a certain way. But as the generations come and go, it's natural that the world will change with them. It's young folk like you out there who are experiencing the world, after all. You know what's really happening. If we all respect our own thoughts and feelings, everything would go swimmingly. That's why I want you all to live your lives to the fullest. Listen to your heart and we'll have a better world in no time. I suppose that's all I have to say on the matter. That was really nice, Huck. Talk about a far cry from your usual shenanigans. You be sure to live a long life too. That way you can keep an eye on any of us youngins that lose their way. No, I fully plan on going senile and living the rest of my days with a lovely young nurse. And my impression of you is right back in the toilet. Fun guy.
Off we go.
We don't want to talk to Shino yet. There's someone in Satan District we have to pick out.
Let's get
It's
going.
probably the soba cart. Meow.
Gonna eat something?
Giordano? I want to talk to Giordano. Hey, big boy, something happened today? Well, tonight's looking like a good night, so if you want to change your pace, why don't you go for a drive with me? A night seeing all the hidden sights in the city? Don't want to miss out, do you? You know, I've really got to hand it to Kanza. Tonight's sobo's tasty as all get out. Dinners that don't need help and alcohol on the side are rare indeed. But now that it's over, want to grab a drink with me? We gotta talk to Kanza. Oh, Goaty. Oh, and Lamb. No, that's not Lamb. That's, what's his name? The ex-CEO. Tossend. Yeah, currently on Ascension Matt arc. Damn. Sorry for your loss. Come to think of it, been a while since I first set up shop here. Back in my younger days, I'd bring my stall to all sorts of places, but this is where I chose to settle in the end. Yeah, it can be kind of nice to try my hand in other parts of town, though. Maybe I'll take the time to return to my roots every now and then.
Indeed.
Got a question for you.
I don't really have any advice to give. Just do my best to serve anyone who sits down. I kind of figured you'd say that. When you serve people, is there maybe something you do to try to make it special? Law, she's a new character you just got. Okay, fair. I've always found like material grinding to be like not super fun for me though, which is why I said that. But yeah, I guess that is true. You do get to try out the new character and build them up, which is the fun part. I want my stall to be a place that people can find peace at. On a day filled with mundanities or nights where you just don't want to be alone. There are a lot of people that stop by that are just looking for some relief. Well, I can definitely see some of the appeal in having a drink outside. Plus, everyone's got to smush in when you're at a food stall. Gives it a real sense of unity. You make it sound like you're here all the time. Anyways, if that's your philosophy, we'll gladly use it for reference. I don't think I said anything important. Hey, mind if we have some skewers ready for me later? The Aaron does come here a lot. Alright, that's all 5 spots. Guess we should head back to Shino.
Gonna eat.
Off we go.
Yeah, I mean, it's only annoying if the mat grind is annoying, having to find hard to find mats and like the bugs in
really
Genshin.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nowhere better in Riverside than here.
I don't play Genshin, so I don't know that. But in my brain, I'm thinking about collecting the bugs for like Yakuza 7, and I'm like, yeah, totally. 100% agree. Sorry to keep you waiting. We managed to get some really insightful stuff for you. Thank you so much, and you brought back much more than I see. That's a pretty good idea. Sorry, I guess I got a little caught up in the reading. Anyways, I'm sure I'll be able to do my best work with all the info you gathered. Oh, you seem pretty confident about that. Well, this is some really good advice after all. I should go ahead and start working on my cocktail now. I'll bring it to Bramati's once I'm finished. I called him up a little while ago and he said he'd always be willing to entertain a challenge. Of course he is. I'm sure it'll help that you're one of his beloved juniors too. Come to think of it, won't you need someone to judge? Do you want one of us to jump in? I think I'd be a good choice. You just want a free drink. We're acting on Shino's request this time. We should find a judge that'll be impartial. Why don't we get someone they're both familiar with? I believe that would be best. Let's see. Why don't we ask Elaine, Renee, and Marielle? Well, this sounds like it'll be quite the event. Should we head over and start getting ready? A clash between teacher and student, huh? On the group's arrival to Bramati's, the judges began to make their way in. Everyone awaited Shino's arrival with bated breath. Then finally, she came. Bramati looks so much brighter here. He's got like the light right on him. His white pops way more than Shino's. I know that you're feeling a bit down you've been feeling a bit down for quite some time. But you seem to be in a pretty good spirit now. I'm assuming something good happened. Yes, I've finally figured out what kind of bartender I want to be. And I believe I found my own style too. But just believing isn't enough. I need you to recognize me as well. Please, Master Bramati, won't you take on my challenge? Well, I'll gladly accept. However, I'd be lying if I said I didn't ever recognize your skill in the first place. Alright then, as previously decided, I'll start us off. A contest between Bramati and Shino, huh? I'm sure this will be interesting. Guess it'd be a little crass to place bets though. Let's just see how it turns out. What's Bramati's Charme de la Nuit? Nuit. Or I don't know how to speak French. That looks French to me. Charme de la Nuit. The one runner-up at the bartending tournament last year. Yes, the theme I chose was Sweet Nights Spent Reveling in Perilous Secrets. I've made a few different variations since the contest in Tharbad. Please help yourself. It's delicious. The sweet and sour taste maintain an exquisite balance. It's really gentle on the tongue. I think this should be perfect for someone who can't hold their liquor. The drink itself is rather pleasing to the eye. I'd say it's good enough to add to your usual menu. Why, thank you. And I suppose now it's Shino's turn. What you got, Shino? Huh. Cubes, slice of lemon with a cherry? That's exactly why. Oh, wait, right. Oh, it's an old-fashioned. Looks pretty simple. That's exactly why it's so easy to arrange. You just have to add whatever fruit or liquor you desire. The world made to your liking. I call it Vivid Pariso. Please help yourself. It's super fruity. I kind of thought it'd be a little more bitter. Wait, there is a bitter taste too. It's not overtaking the sweetness at all though. I sense that there's a bourbon base, but the unique alcohol feel has been restrained. The faint punch it gives is a little addicting. I could see myself indulging a bit too much. It all goes down rather smoothly, and the scent is that black tea. Yes, that's right. Part of the tea selections at my bar. Bourbon and black tea, two of my favorite drinks. Would you mind if I had a glass as well? Bourbon, black tea, fruit? What do you think? Both the sweet and bitter taste are in perfect harmony. It's almost like a sample of life. You'll find no complaints here, Shino. The drink shares all of your charm. I appreciate your praise. You picked up on exactly what I try to do with it too. Life is both dreams that are sweet and failures that are bitter. Everyone has times where they hesitate to keep pushing forward. And once you reach that point, there's no need to struggle in vain. You just have to keep going at your own pace. That's what I was hoping to convey with this cocktail. Wow. Those sure are some wise words. This is the kind of drink I'd like to continue serving at my bar. I'll make it a place where people can drop in with ease, where they feel comfortable getting close to each other. So that's the style you want to create? It is. I suppose I'll take the loss this time then. I'm sure our judges would agree. Yes. Of course. Hey, you just made their decision for him. Don't get so caught up in the details. Thank you for your cooperation, everyone. I'm grateful for all your help. Why don't we treat you to some drinks as a reward? Please, order anything you like. Yes, go on and take a seat wherever. Give me one of each of your cocktails then. This is a live hell. We should try and get free drinks more often. We didn't really do anything to help though. Why don't we pay for ours? Van, I wanted to offer you my thanks as well. I really appreciate you giving my cute little junior the push she needed. It was nothing, Shino. Shino always had a good head on her shoulders. She just needed someone to get her going. Yes, but you'd be amazed at how few people would be willing to do such a thing. As expected of the man raising the next generation, right, Mr. Manager? I'm not raising him, but I have to admit, I'm used to getting kids back on their feet by now. While enjoying their drinks, the group partook in an evening of pleasant chatter. Upon finishing, they said their goodbyes to Bramati and Shino, and once again resumed their activities.
All in a day's work.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Cool. Okay. Well, I think that's probably going to do it for me tonight. GG's for everyone who stopped by, for everyone who stuck around. Thank you. Always appreciate the company. We are doing a schedule modification that we said at the top of the stream. So next Daybreak stream is going to be tomorrow instead of Thursday. Or tomorrow instead of Friday. So just as a heads up, we will be streaming tomorrow. We won't be streaming on Friday. GG's. Thank you. Till next time. Peace. Like I was saying though. Whoa, I didn't save a single time. Like I was saying though, a lot of my saves are just like reset face. More often than not, I just get really close to reset and take a picture. GG's. Thank you. Peace.